And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got the American League Wild Card Series on the show. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Houston Astros. John Shambi on play-by-play. Chris Singleton providing the color. A big game 2 in store for us here today, Chris.
Absolutely, and it might seem like there's not as much pressure if you've already got a win in game 1, but they're dying to close this series out right here and now. The last thing they want is to lose the momentum and go into a do-or-die game 3. That's a lot of pressure.
Sometimes it feels like every game in a 3-game series is do or die. First pitch coming your way next. To get started here, our starting pitcher in this one, J.R. Richard.
Well, it's a 3-pitch mix in the repertoire for this starter. He's going to have to come in all 3 if he's going to have success on the hill today.
Ready to go? And now Josh Lowe. The wind of the pitch. That one finds the zone. And here we go with game 2. Yo, 1. Got the back going too soon. It's strike 2.
Wow, good luck catching up to that
one. Off the plate inside, and it's 1-2. Packed house here at Minute Maid. Just missing there, and that's ball 2.
It's a good take.
The pitch. Got him looking. And there's 1 down.
Oh, falls in with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of bowling when the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Into left center for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. To the plate now for the Rays is the DH, Yandy Diaz. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Alvarez makes the catch. 2 away now. Now a look at Kevin Cash's lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. A tough challenge in this one. An excellent arm on the mound. Singy, they're going to have to capitalize on their opportunities.
Yeah, and they're not going to get a whole lot if he pitches the way that he's capable of pitching. So, be ready to swing from the first pitch. You get something straight, man, you better turn on it.
So 2 down now, and here is Evan Longoria. Swing and a miss.
0-1 the count.
Two outs. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1 ball.
Boom. That's cheddar, baby.
2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in game 2. That one misses. The count now 2-2. To first. Rosarena dives back. Kicks and deals. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Here's a 2-2. And down on strikes he goes Third out. One hit, one left. And now the Astros go to work for the first time. No score. And we're back. Our starter in this one, Aaron Savali. What should we keep an eye on here?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Jose Altuve stands in here, leaves that one off the inside.
Altuve has a lot of history with the Astros. In fact, he's played so many seasons in Houston that he's the only player to be named an All-Star in both leagues while playing for the same team. You know, Boog, Altuve goes back all the way to those Astros days in the NL Central before they moved to the AL West.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Pinto brings it in. And there's one down. Now we check out the Astros lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Craig Biggio in the box with one away as he takes ball one. One out, base is empty. He swings and fouls one off. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. One down, base is empty. Lifted in the air, right center field. Low, ranging after it. Makes the grab, two down.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Two outs, base is empty. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. Swing and a grounder, foul, first base side. The pitch. And a foul ball. Next pitch misses. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Two outs, base is empty. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Astros are down quietly. Scoreless after one. Back here in Houston, all set for the start of the inning. And down the shortstop, O'Neal Cruz. Richard back to work. The drama always heightened in the postseason, and it leads to some really special moments. Flips the corner. And one.
Well, one special postseason memory for me, Boog, was facing Pedro Martinez, Game 5 of the ALDS in Oakland, and man, hit a double off the wall. Great feeling for a guy who would eventually go into the Hall of Fame.
Puts it away for the out.
The first baseman.
Buck Leonard digging in now.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
Leonard batting sixth in today's lineup. He joined the team as a free agent. That's in there, and it's 0-1. And there's a ball. Eric Summersgill, our plate umpire.
One thing to watch out for, Boog, is what side of the plate Summersgill might be favoring. He usually sets up at an angle. Pitchers sometimes will try to figure that out early so they can attack that spot and get as many strike calls as possible.
That's in there. 1-2.
The fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Brandon Lowe in the box now as he leaves that one up high.
A lot of pitchers have caught on to how good he is hitting the first pitch. Smart to avoid the zone right there.
Wouldn't chase that time.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. No score here in the second. And a big swing and a miss.
Some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far moving the ball around nicely.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Nothing doing for Tampa. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning. And here now is the Astros cleanup hitter, Jeff Bagwell. Cindy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
The 1-0.
One ball, one strike.
And strike two.
Now that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. I'm talking about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And quickly one away in the second. And now it's Alex Bregman. That one fouled off. And here it comes. And that one's a little bit low. And the count even 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
One ball, two strikes.
1-2 now. Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. No swing, says Freddie Ferguson. And the righty deals. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz. And there's a strike. Two down, nobody on.
Ball.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
One ball, two strikes.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. That completes the strikeout, inning over. So they go quietly there. We head on now to the top of the third. We're tied 0-0. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And now the center fielder, Jose Siri. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Just missed.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
There's one guy that I can think about, Berg, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
That's down and in. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid.
Well, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
Rene Pinto in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
And another ball.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Wouldn't chase that time. Fights it off. You'll see another. One down, base is empty. And there's ball four.
Ball four.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Josh Lowe next to hit for the Rays. Struck out looking his first time. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. Next offering is down low. Pinto over at first with one away. And two away now.
Well, that's not the best two-strike fastball I've seen, but it certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Fouled off. He was late. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Two outs. Back to right. Tucker should have it. He's got it. And that is that. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and one left on. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. The wind of the pitch. So now here's Kyle Tucker. Tucker, former 5th overall pick in the 2015 draft by the Astros. This guy's turned into a whale of a player. Fought off foul. Tucker hits for power. He's got 30 homer power, but the strikeout rate is under 20%. Left-hand batter waits. Swung on, belted. And it's and the Astros jump in front. It's 1-0.
His plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Chas McCormick up next for the Astros. And a foul ball. And the right-hander deals.
Nope, outside.
That one to first, Leonard. He handles it himself. One gone, bottom of the 3rd inning.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jeremy Pena. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The shortstop takes the ball. This to third. Throws to first in time.
Now the designated hitter, Jose.
So the Houston lineup turns over. And next is the designated hitter, Jose Altuve. Popped out and fouled ground first time through. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
1-1's the count.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. 1 run across in the frame so far here in Game 2 of the Wild Card Series. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Longoria drifts towards it. Hauls it in to end the inning. Astros notch a run on the solo homer. It's now 1-0. You're watching the American League Wild Card Series on the show. Wild Card Series Game 2. Yandy Diaz now.
Yandy Diaz.
Richard back to work. Just missed.
Well, these Rays just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach in baseball today, but even by those standards, they're going down way too often, and I think they're having a hard time getting any momentum going as a result. He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And a pitch. That one not close. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking it bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
And he deals. In the air, right field. Tucker makes the grab, 1 down.
The third baseman, number 3.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Evan Longoria. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day and putting on the show that he does, just a joy to watch.
1 down, base is empty. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Just absolutely rolling on the mound. He's looking very much on his game in the early parts of this one, Boom. Fully on the attack with these hitters.
That's 7 strikeouts already, so he's got a good pace going, no doubt. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Fly to left his first time. That clips the zone, and that is strike 1. The shortstop takes the ball. That pitch gets the corner, and that is strike 2. Righty to the plate. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. And another ball. Buck Leonard next to bat for Tampa. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. They trail here 1-0. Back here in Houston, on a 4th. Here's the second baseman, Craig Biggio. And a pitch. And takes low for ball 1. Throughout his career, Biggio is as durable as just about anyone. In 20 seasons, he played at least 140 games 16 times. The pitch.
And Biggio is such a hard-nosed player, always a dirty uniform after the game. Makes playing 1,800 straight games without a trip to the injured list even more impressive.
Right through there for a strike.
And Biggio was a guy who could do it all. His defense, his offense, his leadership filled a lot of holes for the Astros.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk. Speaking of versatility, how about Biggio? He caught Nolan Ryan, played second base behind Randy Johnson, and he played center field behind Roger Clemens. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Struck out swinging his first time. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Now the 0-1.
Whoa, that's down.
Well, these Astros did a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
At the belt and fires. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere and it's not foul.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Now he breaks his bat.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. That pitch got way in on him, and he couldn't do much with it, but good also to get up the line and turn that into an infield single.
Now it's Alex Bregman. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. And that one fouled off. Here's a 1-2.
2-2 now.
Biggio, the lead runner out at second. Bagwell at first. One gone. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two on, one out. That's way outside. And the count's full. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. So one hit is all they get. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Astros 1, the Rays nothing. Back here at Minute Maid Park. Top 5, John Shelby with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Buck Leonard. The pitch. Hit in the air, center field. McCormick has it sized up. Puts it away for the out.
The batter, second baseman.
And now it's Brandon Lowe. Struck out swinging his first time. Lowe, a former All-Star, 29 years old, and he was a third-round pick back in 2015. The pitch. That's off the mark, and that's ball 1. The Rays trailing by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. Late that time, it's strike 2.
2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
Really tight bite on that slider and just couldn't get the barrel to it out front. You've got to try to pull those hands tight to the body to get it through. And I'm thinking he probably wanted that pitch to end up even more inside to keep it out of the danger zone. But it had enough late break and deception to get the job done.
And now it's Jose Siri. Right down to shoot. 0-1.
Time's starting to run out for this offense, isn't it, Boog? I mean, it's not easy to play in a must-win game, especially when you're losing. Their season is on the line, and they know it.
2 down, nobody on. That one catches the zone, and the count is 0-2.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder. Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. The hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Got it by him for the play. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Astros 1, the Rays nothing. And we're back.
Leading
Now,
off,
Gainer Diaz. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. And the pitch.
Ball in.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game.
Ball
That one misses, and that's ball 3.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
Now a fly ball to right center. He's there. He's got it. One up, one down.
The right fielder, number 30, Kyle.
Here's Kyle Tucker. He's already homered in this game. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. First pitch misses.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Next pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-1. When you look at the elite teams in the game right now, there is going to be the slug, no question about it. But the really good offensive teams combine slug with more contact, with less swing and miss. Base is empty, one away here in the second game of the series.
Ball 2.
And another ball.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
The center fielder, Chad McCormick.
2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in for the Astros, Chas McCormick. He's 0 for 1.
Ball
First
1.
pitch doesn't find the zone.
Ball 1.
2 down,
no
nobody
strike.
on. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
Ball 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. One and 2 here. And
Ball 2.
downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2
2 balls,
strikes.
2 strikes.
That one drilled left field. That's down. One hops off the wall. The throw into second. And he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Rene Pinto. And that's outside.
There's a strike. It looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swings and misses.
One ball,
And the count 1 and 2.
strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention. Even if you're sitting on the pitch, good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
Josh Lowe getting ready to hit. Line drive, come on.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Rosarena stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Two outs. They say he went.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Rays down by a run, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Astros 1, the Rays 0. Well, we go bottom 6, and stepping in is the speedy Jeremy Pena. Savali back to work. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Tampa Bay's bullpen with some action. Kevin Kelly up and throwing. Armstrong, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. The wind of the pitch.
Ball, that's in.
In the air, right field. Lowe has it sized up. And puts the squeeze on that one. And a quick out, number 1.
Now the designated hitter, Jose.
Back to the top of the lineup.
Altuve.
Now it's the DH, Jose Altuve.
Altuve officially joined the 2,000 hit club in 2023 with every career hit as a Houston Astro. 3rd player in club history with 2,000 hits and 200 home runs. Jeff Bagwell, Craig Biggio, those are the 2 others, and that's some great company, Boo.
Tosses across to first, and they get Altuve for the out.
Up next for the Astros, the second baseman, Craig.
2 outs, bases empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Craig Biggio. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, the catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Next pitch is outside.
Just missing off the plate there according to the umpire, and out there on the mound maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Struck him out looking. Nothing doing there for Houston, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back here in Houston, and now the DH, Yandy Diaz.
Changing speeds has this lineup completely off balance in this one. We've seen a lot of mistimed swings, and it's been a challenge for these hitters to get their rhythm right.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm deliveries. Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Brian Abreu, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Hader also getting ready. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2 now.
Tonight his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Looking to get the tying run on base. And 1-2.
They tried to get him to go. Chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Laser. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
No outs, runner at first. Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Evan Longoria. And a good eye there with a single base runner. Because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. With the go-ahead run at the plate here in the late stages of Game 2. And And there's the strike.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Just missed.
Going to lay off that pitch down.
Double play ball to second. There's one. And a Bagwell. That's two.
I think 4, 6, 3 double plays like that are way tougher than these guys make it look sometimes because no matter how you do it, the feed from the second baseman is a tough one. That's where footwork really comes into play. But right there, very well done.
Next to hit, O'Neal Cruz. Swings and misses. 0-1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Holding on to a one-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. Strike 2.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Caught it, looking for the K. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th, Kevin Kelly.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And stepping in for the Astros, Yordan Alvarez. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Here comes a pitch. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. A way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Left-hand hitter waits. And a foul ball. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Bagwell now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Bagwell out on the play. Out number 2.
Third baseman number 2. Alex.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Alex Bregman. Right through there for a strike. And that's outside. And the count is 1-1. Two outs. In the air, fairly deep to right field. Lowe has it sized up. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Offense held in check there. 8th inning coming up. It's the Astros 1, the Rays nothing. Back here in Houston, we go to the 8th, and here's the first baseman, Buck Leonard. And the pitch. Hit hard, should be extra bases. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Everything came together for him. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to follow. So many positives that led to that knock. A chance now to even the score and maybe extend this game.
Lau at the plate. And that's outside. And that is ball one.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix explosive pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
So the tying run at second.
Right through there for a strike.
Activity in the Houston bullpen. Brian Abreu appears to be getting loose. Man at second. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field. Way back there. And it hits the fence. Runner from second crosses the plate. It's 1-1. He's in there.
Now back. The center fielder, Jose Steele.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. J.R. Richard won't go any further, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. So here comes Ryan Presley to the mound.
Number 55, Ryan Presley.
Substitution now at second base, and here's the pinch runner, Jose Caballero. Jose Siri next to hit for the Rays. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. And they add a couple more. It's 3-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Rene Pinto digs in now. A strikeout and a walk. In the air, left field. Alvarez in position. Hauls it in for the out. One away.
Now batting, right fielder.
So the Rays batting order turns over. And now here is Josh Lowe. High fly ball down the left field line. Alvarez ranging back, and it's off the wall. Lowe into second, and he's got a double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Man at second with one away. Now it's Randy Arozarena. 1 for 3. Hard hit to third. They get the out on Arozarena.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter, Yandy.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Yandy Diaz. Siggy, he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Lowe on at second with 2 down. And that is cut on and missed. And now it's even 1-1.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
And on second, 2 down. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
If you're a guy that can only hit to one field, then you're really not going to be able to come through in clutch situations because pitchers are going to adjust. But because he's able to use the entire field, that's why he's so successful in these situations.
Broken bat, and it's popped up. And a foul ball. When you played, did you play with guys that you thought were clutch, and sort of what were the attributes you said that's what he possesses that allows him to come through?
Well, we always used to joke, guys want to eat steak, and there were some that just had a knack, could understand it. All right, this is a big, payout if I can come through with a knock here. But I think when you really look at the numbers, you really audit everything, guys kind of are who they are.
And that's in the dirt. That one misses. Counts full, 3-2. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning ends, and that stops the bleeding. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Now into the game, Jose Caballero. He'll play second. New pitcher on here, Phil Maton.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
And now the catcher comes up to him, Yainer Diaz.
The catcher, Yainer Diaz.
And here it comes. And that skips into dirt. Activity in the bullpen. Pete Fairbanks, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. The pitch. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful, not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
And the righty deals. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Man, it's so tough to let a slow curveball like that one just travel all the way into the contact zone. You see it out of the hand, and you're telling yourself, off speed, stay back. But you just get too excited, you think you're going to hammer it, and you still end up way out in front.
So next up for Houston, Kyle Tucker. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch just misses.
Ball 1, no strike.
The Astros down by a pair here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. One down, base is empty. And there's a foul ball. The pitch. And connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
And next to hit for Houston, Chas McCormick, 1 for 2. Right through there for a strike. The Rays holding on to a 2-run lead here in the second game of the series. next offering is in for a strike.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
2 down, nobody on. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Josh Hader.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So digging in, Evan Longoria, 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
Longoria.
And he deals. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Astros makes the grab. And there's one away.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
O'Neal Cruz now at the plate. So now the hard-throwing left-hander Josh Hader on the hill. And when you look at the start of Hader's career, pretty incredible. Arguably one of the top beginnings to a career for any reliever in history. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Seth Martinez getting loose out there. Graveman getting cranked up as well. Left-hand batter waits. Swinging a foul straight back. Hader at times can have some trouble with command, but it's that fastball slider combo that is so impressive. 1 down, base is empty. Popped up under it. Squeezes it, and a couple of quick outs.
Hey man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent base.
2 outs, base is empty. Buck Leonard next to hit for the Rays. On the inside corner for a strike. And now the lefty. Way out. Well, for strike 2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, it will keep a close eye on his approach.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. Rays 3 and the Astros 1. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Pete Fairbanks. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Number 29, Pete Fairbanks.
And stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
And that one wrapped foul. Kicks and deals. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Longoria drifts towards it. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Well, that's a frustrating into the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics. Instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
Altuve. The batter now as he swings and misses for strike one.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Comes up empty.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. If he's hitting the spots, fitting up the strike zone, sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Biggio in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. And that's in for a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days, you would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
They're down to their final strike.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
This could end it.
Outside. Ball 2.
And that is the ball game. Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rays, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 3 runners on base. For the Astros, 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. They left 2 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 43 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Minute Maid Park, 41,168. The Astros thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.